everyone here?
Yeah.
So, Kenshi, are you planning on doing your next Versus the World series?
I don't know. I'm working on Mega Man, but I did the thing that screwed up my progress, and now I have to play an hour to get back to where I was. I really don't want to do that.
Well, you can always try something else instead. My offer still stands if you wish.
Ugh. My hands smell like airwick. Washing did nothing.
Maybe you shouldn't drop your air freshener then.
Maybe, yeah. It's not
There are
bad
worse.
advice.
There are worse things, or worse smells to have stuck on your hand. Something that's designed to smell good.
At least you smell better now.
But he can't rub his eye or, lick his hand.
Why'd
Yeah.
you do that? Why'd you just lick your hand for no
Because it
reason?
smells delicious.
Are you speaking from personal experience here?
I don't think that the K in Casey stands for kitty.
There
I don't
is
think-
no K in Casey.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, at least...
I
am so sorry.
You're
No,
a
you're
butt.
not.
So, welcome to the Fandom Flux podcast, episode 251, probably something like that. I'm Casey. That is
Casey's
spelled
hands smell
Casey.
Casey's
Hi.
hands smell good. Nothing else does, though.
Gross.
Zero's mean. He's really mean sometimes. Okay.
You just said you didn't shower for like 3 days. Come on, man.
You need to say that publicly. That's just mean. I don't care.
If you're that ashamed, you can edit it out.
Nah, that's fine.
See, there's a whole span of dead air. It's just if you want to put in the effort.
So, this week we have Kenchi.
Hi, I'm Kenchi618, and my house smells like orange Febreze, I guess.
We have Meanie Buttface.
Hi, I'm Zero, and I actually take showers regularly.
How regularly is regularly?
Once a day.
Ooh, Mr. La-di-da, I can afford water to take a shower once a day. Ugh.
Funnily enough, California. That's actually is la-di-da, probably. I don't actually... Yeah. Patient, also.
Solve the water crisis, okay? It's fine.
No, you didn't.
So you did. Up
Patient.
here, at least.
Hello, everyone.
And yeah, solve the water crisis until like 3 months from now. That's what's gonna happen.
When it starts, when everything catches on fire.
Hey. Don't worry about it.
I'm not, but you should be.
I am. Because last time there was a fire not too far from where, like, it was like it was miles away, but in a nearby community, a huge fire that just, all that smoke just came into my town and just everything was Silent Hill.
In California, you don't have seasons. It's 2 seasons. It's like, is everything on fire or is everything not on fire?
Yes.
Both last 6 months.
My school, like, last semester, my entire school had to close down for like 2 weeks because there was so much smoke, the air was poisonous.
Yeah.
Yay. Fire. What a wonderful thing.
I mean, it's not like there's a bevy of safe places to live in America currently, so...
Yeah.
I mean, you could always try Illinois.
And,
Not many fires going there, I can say that
No.
much.
Casey,
No,
I think
don't
you
go
know
there.
how I feel, because I think that the air in your apartment right now is just as toxic.
Okay. Alright, I see how it is. I see how it's gonna be. Alright. So, What have we been doing? Meanie butt face, let's get you out of the way.
So I beat Kingdom Hearts 3 last night.
Okay.
No, no spoiler.
I'll be very brief with just thoughts. I really liked the Pirates of the Caribbean world.
I've been hearing good things about that one.
That's my favorite one. And the entire epilogue after all the Disney worlds and everything is just great. It's confusing. There are some elements of it that aren't really fully explained, but at the same time, I got most of it. There wasn't a lot that I didn't get. Just a few nitpicks. And I'm glad that freaking in this game they give you the glossary of all the different terms and events, so you can just like, okay, yeah, I don't know what this is. Look it up. Okay, got it. It's helpful.
Yeah. How many worlds are there? Like
10.
Yeah,
Like-
technically.
10 worlds total? Like, you did say after the Disney world, so I assume there are worlds that are just other stuff.
There are 8 Disney worlds, then there's Twilight Town, then there's the Keyblade Graveyard at the end.
Oh, fair enough.
Which links into some other places, but I won't get into that.
Yeah. The 100-Acre Wood also returns, but it's
That
one.
doesn't. It's one map where you do 3 farming minigames. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, really liked the game. I was just happy. They brought everything together. So it's like, okay, now when there's future games, because there will be future, everything will be conjoined, but you never know. They might just do like 7 more spin-offs before they get to the next game.
You hear that, Casey?
Okay, let's be real. They have an engine to work off of now, and
Yes.
it's all there. And
It's a really good engine.
yeah, and they don't need to upgrade graphically or anything, which is really nice. Like, stylistically, this is about as good as they really need to be, practically speaking.
I can currently see 2 potential spin-offs from the end of the game. That's it. And if those are 2 potential spin-offs, they likely won't have anything to do with Sora. Actually, one of them might, but yeah, I really like the direction the game went, and it ended in a way that I found satisfying. Also got the Ultimate Blade, and the Ultimate Blade is just fun. It's broken, it's fun. I love it.
I will say one thing I'm not a fan of in this game is, plot-wise, the entire thing, so far, I'm only like halfway through apparently, but it's just everyone shitting on Sora and saying, hey, you need to listen to Yen Sid more. Like, I'm pretty
kicks
sure
off
he is
later.
the reason for everything fucking up in the entire series so far.
It kicks off later.
Uh,
There's a lot of, sorry, you're kind of an idiot, and so it's like, but follow my heart though.
you have
It's like,
3
okay.
of those.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that happens, and it just ends in a good way.
I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if this Roxas Ventus thing doesn't pay off well.
Do you want me to tell you if it does or no?
No,
No, let
I'm
him
gonna
play
find
it
out.
Okay, I won't say anything then. But yeah, it's just the last kind of world, the quote unquote final epilogue like world thing where it's just all not really Disney stuff anymore, just all Kingdom Hearts stuff. That's really solid, and I was like, thank you. This is what I've been waiting for the entire time. Also, worlds I liked was not a big fan of the Frozen world. I never really watched Frozen. I'm not a fan, and it's just a mountain.
Oh god, the singing.
Snow.
Everyone fucking singing at Sora, and he's just completely baffled and befuddled as to why. Do you want to build a snowman? No, bitch! I just want to fucking help your sister. Why are you singing at me?
Pirates of the Caribbean world is great, amazing. Tangled World I found pretty fun. Toy Story World I liked a lot.
Yeah, that one was very big. They
could have done more with the setting.
Yeah. It was very open space and not a lot of actual things in it.
But I got to pound a giant robot, so I was happy.
That is the thing that happened, yes.
Olympus is great. I like Olympus a lot. Trying to go through Monsters Inc. World was eh.
I liked it fine.
Yeah, it wasn't really like, it didn't really like overly impress me, but I was okay with it. Big Hero 6 World I like a lot, because that's the only world where you get to go like actually like run up skyscrapers and everything.
That's the next one that I have to do. So
yeah, it's
Hero
fun.
6.
It's the setting in that is like a sequel to Big Hero 6, so it's nice.
I did not watch Big Hero 6, so that might be a bit of a jumping
It gets
off point.
explained easily enough for you.
Fair enough.
I should also clarify, the Big Hero 6 film, quite a departure from the Big Hero 6 source material.
Yeah.
No source material either. So.
I really like the gummy ship.
I have mixed feelings on the gummy ship. Mostly based around the whole finding heartless fleets to fight, because there's no indication whether you've done them before. And you just see them pop up on your HUD when you're close enough to them. So if you actually want to do all of them, you kind of just have to hunt them down. That's kind of annoying.
Well, I was just trying to get the A ranks on them so I could get the good ships.
Yeah.
And I got a really good ship, and then I just stuck with that ship for like the rest of the game. And it did very well. And I ended up with like level 80 on the gummy ships. I think it's the max level.
I'm currently like level 53 or something, and I'm still in the second area, so
yeah,
I'm probably gonna end up maxing that out pretty quickly.
I still have to beat the last gummy ship super boss, and the non-gummy ship super boss. Yeah.
I haven't gotten to the final world yet. Well, no, I've gotten to the final world. And I don't mean the final world, I mean the final world. Right before you start fighting the end bosses. But I'm trying to synthesize the ultimate first. And Zomniac has told me that one of the orichalcum pluses that you need to synthesize it is somewhere that you'd never be able to find it in a million years. He's told me what world it's in, and I'm determined to prove him wrong. Wish me luck.
Okay. I don't know which one that is exactly, because I found them all easily enough. I was doing them all as I was playing through the game, doing a lot of the mini games. I like a lot of the mini games in this game. I know that's not a really prevailing opinion, but I like a lot of the mini games.
The cooking ones are abhorrent.
I didn't like the cooking ones. Yeah, that's what I would say is the weak point. But at the same
egg
time,
is the worst.
I hate the egg. Like I'll do the simmering one just fine, but the egg is just why.
I haven't tried any of them yet.
Here's the fun description for how you do the egg one. You have to gently move the sticks outwards to a certain point. Any further, and the egg will crack, and you lose. If you don't do it enough, you drop the egg, and you lose. Once you get to that certain point, you need to... And I'm going to quote the fucking instructions here. You need to softly press the L1 and R1 button together.
That's physically impossible.
Yeah, that's not a thing. They're digital buttons. It's off or on. There is
You
no
don't have to
softly.
push them together.
So, what I'm gathering here is that you've lost your patience for this.
Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah.
So, yeah, I had a lot of fun running around and doing things. I got all the lucky emblems. All of them.
Yeah, I need to go back and do that. I did the first 2 worlds of those and then just played the game for a while because I'm here to play a game, not do photo hunt with a wiki walk. Because
it took like the toll of like an hour. It really wasn't that bad, and I was having fun going through the old worlds again.
And the Donald and Goofy do help you find the lucky emblems.
Yeah, they'll
On
speak up
occasion.
and say, "Hey, I think there's a lucky emblem here," and yeah, that's a little help, but you can't
Some of
see
them
it.
are
But
really
I'm waggling
obtuse.
a hand over my face right now to symbolize something that maybe just saying it doesn't actually help me overly much, and I still end up just pulling up the camera and swinging it about wildly until something has a red or yellow border around it.
Also, I beat the all the Fantastic 7 mini games.
Well, they had to have something. Sure.
I do like those mini games, or at least I think 2 that I've played.
I've tried 4 of them so far.
I've done all 7, gotten the high score on each one.
Obviously, if you synthesize the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, and they were all... Some were a bit difficult, but at the same time, I found it all just kind of a fun little thing to do on the side.
Yeah.
I wish the load times were better on them, though.
Yes.
It does take a little while.
That's the one real gripe that I have. So,
Ken, with the typing, please. Buddy.
Damn
I wonder if a PS4 Pro would load things faster, but I don't know.
I didn't see. Maybe it depends on whether there's like an efficiency versus performance thing that they have, like in some games. Like, if there is, yeah, I suppose you could do that. Otherwise, it's just gonna try and be as fancy as it possibly can be, like Square Enix tends to like to do. And you're still gonna have the same problem.
Patient just posted his main on Kingdom Hearts 3. I would say, on the one hand, you're right that the worlds are extremely huge. On the other hand, I have no problem with that per se, except for the 2 things. The lucky emblems become much harder to find when the world is much bigger. Like,
yeah, the thing about that whole hint system of, hey, there's a lucky... Yeah, you know what I mean. You need to stand where you can get it first before
it's
they'll
not
actually
always
tell you.
accurate too. Sometimes you'll walk by a lucky emblem and they won't say it.
Yeah, you'll
Just-
walk by it, but you can't get it from where you're walking, so they won't say anything.
You
Which,
just have to look for circles.
yeah, you have to walk up through all of the map As in, you have to just up and down in stripes to try and find them all that way, and that's not...
Like, no. After I found all Lucky Emblems, I started to see like Mickey Mouse ears and everything in real life, and I was like, "Oh look, a lucky! Oh wait, no, what?"
You reflexively pulled out your phone and like, oh,
Oh no! Am
I need
that
my
far
Buster
gone?
Band Plus.
I started to see it everywhere. These Mickey Mouse ears. Yeah, mm. The other thing I would say is that the worlds are huge, and that does cause the effect of there's a feeling of emptiness in a lot of areas,
Yes.
and like I don't mind it really in like San Francisco in the Big Hero 6 world because frickin' I get to jump from rooftop to rooftop. I don't really mind that much.
But most of the kingdom in Corona is running through the forest, which I guess is because once you get out of the
I get lost all the time in Corona.
Which
Which
is
I
weird
guess-
because it's basically a straight line. Like, it splits, there's the hills and then there's the tower, but then the other route is literally just a straight line through the whole world.
Yeah, and it's just the I feel like there's a lot more they could have done with some of these worlds that could have made them seem less like that. Like again, I don't even have a problem with Toy Story because you can get in the Mac, and that just makes that world become a lot smaller once you're in one of those. And they have those readily available, and they can fly between floors and everything. So
Of course, it doesn't tell you that it can fly between floors until you've been through all the floors, and thus don't especially need that feature as much.
It is a fantastic game, fantastic graphics. Just as a writer, the first thing that I really care about is the story.
Yes.
Especially as a fan fiction writer, because this every time you go into a world of Sora, it's some kind of fan fiction source material.
A lot of the story is saved for after you beat the world, if that makes sense. And it's a different structure because what they're doing is I feel like they had a story they wanted to tell, but their contract with Disney means they have to do the Disney worlds, and so it's like we can't have all of this happen here because we have it planned over here.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real though. The story they actually want to tell is not a good story. It's not.
I know, but
it's a clunky, jumbled mess, is what it is.
But I know, but like that's the point where it's just it goes from after you beat the final Disney world, it goes from like 0 to 100, and I enjoy everything that happens after the Disney world, and it feels like a very different game. Actually, at that point.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as soon as I find the Orichalcum pluses.
And I feel, I'll tell you right now, you need one of the Orichalcums is in the Keyblade graveyard. So,
thank you.
So you're gonna have a hard time if you have to go through.
I'm sorry. Do you mean the Keyblade graveyard proper, or the place that you get to from the Keyblade graveyard?
Okay, so the Keyblade graveyard, once you get to a certain point and you get to a certain world in there, yeah, there's. I don't want to talk like spoilers. I'm gonna PM you it, because I'm trying to be very careful with this.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Wood.
By the way, that's nice of you.
But yeah, there's a big leap in like this is the stuff that I thought I'd be getting throughout the Disney worlds, and now I'm just getting it all here, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm good.
So, are we going to be talking about anything this podcast? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to say concerning my week. There hasn't been anything else going on besides playing Hearts.
I'm sure Kenji has some stuff, but we'll get to that. He's muted right now, which I don't know whether he's going to say positively or negatively when he finally comes out of his typing hole.
Well,
But
I can go ahead and pull out my soundboard then.
please don't. Please don't. Okay. I have one question that will probably be answered when I play the game. But that story idea that I posited a few weeks ago, is it actually viable?
What was the story again?
After Birth by Sleep, Ventus goes into Sora's heart and accidentally takes it over Xehanort style.
So, it is possible, I would say. It would cause some very strange things to happen. Especially considering, everything that happens. Yeah, no, I think you could actually do it and still get the same ending, to be honest. Depending on the confluence of events.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's ask a better question for storytelling purposes then. If I did it, would I be able to write it in a way to get a different ending? Because that's the important point. There's not much point in writing a story if it's going to end the same.
That's hard to say.
Okay. I'll see how it goes when I finish it.
Yeah, because the way this particularly ends, I could see it just ending the same way.
All right.
But,
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how the game ended because that I was there were parts of the game where I was lukewarm on it, but the ending brought it back and just made me happy. So I look forward to your reactions when you beat it.
Do they play Simple and Clean over the credits?
I won't tell you.
I really hope they don't. I'm so sick of that fucking song. I can't even tell you. I am so sick of Simple and Clean at this point.
Yeah, but has it appeared in the entire game, at all?
It's true, it hasn't, I don't think.
Yeah.
It appeared in every other game. Every other game.
But it hasn't appeared in that one up until the point you're Aaron, so... No reason to still be sick of it, at least.
Oh, there's plenty of reason to still be sick of it. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many times I've heard that song over the past few months? It's a lot.
Come on, you marathoned everything. That's your own fault.
I didn't, though. There were months between things.
That's still marathoning with Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
So,
anything more to talk about for Kingdom Hearts before we move on? Because that's going to be a thing for
no.
3 sections.
I'm done with Kingdom Hearts for now. But Super Bowl happened.
It did. Apparently it was boring.
We had lots of awesome snacks and chicken wings and boneless chicken. And
that's literally the best thing you can say about it.
Yes,
I wouldn't say that. I could say one positive thing. My parents won $200 off of a bet that nobody would score anything in the first quarter.
That's a stupid bet to make.
But it's great that they won it anyway.
Not for them to make that bet, but that's a dumb bet to make in a football game. There's no guarantee anyone's going to score in the first. Whoever made that bet with them is stupid.
I assume it was like at a words, a bookies, like an actual gambling thing.
I assume as much. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh God.
But
There
even
were
so,
odds
that's
for that?
basically. I bet I'm not gonna have any fun for 20 minutes. That's a really weird thing to bet on.
There were odds for that. Oh God.
There are odds for everything, Kenji. Have you never looked into this?
I know, but it still makes me feel
And
bad.
and if they don't have odds for it, usually they will try and figure something out if it's not something stupid.
And there's a lot of things that aren't considered stupid.
Yeah,
That
like
probably should be.
there are bookies all over England that will let you place a bet any point in the year whether it's going to be a white Christmas or not. And they will give odds based on meteorology and stuff. So,
Okay, that's actually a decent bet. I mean, not now that it's globally warming everywhere, but it's a decent bet.
it's been like frozen over for the past month here. It's
Well, I'm talking about where I live.
valid.
So, just food. That was my Super Bowl experience.
They didn't do the thing.
They didn't do the thing. Thank you for reminding me. So there was a big petition because the creative mind behind SpongeBob had passed away recently. And so there's a petition to play Sweet Victory during the Super Bowl halftime show. As kind of a send up. And they played the first few seconds and then played something else.
I mean, it was Adam Levine that was running the halftime show, so
Everybody's
upstaged
really
by a
mad.
dead guy. Fuck that noise. I'm Adam Levine, bitch.
But he was trash.
As far as I remember, every Super Bowl performance has been trash for the past 5 years.
Not really. Bruno Mars is good.
Was he?
That's when I saw. That's the last one I remember seeing.
Yeah,
They
everybody
tend
was,
not to be good, though. Is kind of a thing I've noticed over the
there
period that I
was a
watched them.
whole flurry of people on the internet kind of upset that. And apparently Nickelodeon had sent in the whole thing, and they just only used a few seconds of it. So purely on their part. It was it Maroon 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's be real. It was Adam Levine.
So
Maroon 5 are barely a band anymore.
So basically, Super Bowl was basically this game sucks. The halftime show sucks. Here's 6 hours of your life you're never getting back.
Also snacks.
Enjoy. Well, yeah, I guess if you went to parties and got tons of snacks. I was sleeping, so I didn't really endure any of this.
I got snacks, went up and played Kingdom Hearts, and then I went back for snacks.
That's fair. I would do that. If there are chicken wings about, I will go and eat them regardless of what's going on around them.
My dad makes his own chicken wings with the sauce and tosses them and everything. And
Special KFC blend.
That made it sound like a drug.
You think you only have to go to the restaurants to get it, but that's not true. Only higher up ranking people can get the secrets. Colonel's 11 herbs.
So I was glad I was not working at KFC on Super Bowl Sunday.
I can imagine.
Because, hey, guess what? Just a few days.
Who goes to KFC for Super Bowl snack?
It's a KFC and A&W. We sell hot wings.
I mean, most KFCs sell hot wings, is my understanding.
We sell regular wings, and then we sell the A&W brand hot wings as well, and other stuff. We sell the regular wings with the hot sauce, and then
so subpar. God.
That's not true. KFC wings are pretty great.
And just a few days before Super Bowl Sunday, actually it was a week. It wasn't a week, but it was a while back. The sink broke for the cooks.
Ew.
So that the entire top part broke off. It's supposed to be used for the
basin.
actual, like, the head of the, because there's a little head for like spraying things in a more concentrated way. That entire everything broke off, and so when you turn the water on, now it just shoots up the top. And
so now instead of a sink, you have a fountain, is what's happened.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And then one of the open fryers, which you use to cook the wings and everything, broke as well. And so everything was breaking. It's like Super Bowl Sunday. Glad I'm not working. Man. Yeah, I think that's it for my week. I can't think of anything else that's interesting right now.
Man. I got next to nothing. I was gonna say I got nothing. Because all I've been doing is reading stuff on QQ and playing Kingdom Hearts. And then there was some writing, and then I remembered, oh yeah, there was some writing. Oh. So I experienced the first time of writing anything, let's say, close to actual romance in any story. First time writing it. That was the thing. That was an experience. Why did it have to be my self-insert? Ew!
That's a you decision.
That was not a me decision. That was the story is going in this direction, and it's going there way faster than I intended it to. Like, not writing that until I'd written it somewhere else would just mean putting that story off for months, is what that would mean. It was weird. It was really weird to write that. But apparently it went well, I guess. People liked it.
Sometimes it just be like that.
Sorry, what?
Sometimes it just be like that.
I don't know what Zero... Kenshi, what is Zero doing?
I guess he's memeing in your direction, I guess.
Is he? Is that a meme?
I meme in your general direction.
Only ask if you really want to know.
I mean, I want to know so I can make fun of Zero, so yeah, is that a meme? Is that a thing? Yeah.
I managed to derail the entire conversation just with one sentence. Isn't it great?
Yeah, so I wrote that. People enjoyed it.
How does that make you feel?
So, yeah. Glad? Kind. Alright, someone added a donation to my Patreon account, so I feel a little dirty about it now, but it was...
You prostitute.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. I'm glad you like my stuff.
It's a world-old profession, after all.
Yeah. So that was an experience, let's call it. And that's pretty much all I did was, I don't want to do another half hour talking about Kingdom Hearts and the many small things that annoyed me and the much larger things that I generally enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save that for next week.
Yeah, we'll probably do a full spoiler style thing at the end of next week's episode, like we did for Mr. Glass, the previous week.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to dip out before you get into that. Not because I'm going to play the game.
You warning.
Not because I'm going to play the game.
Darkness, light.
but because I'm not going to have anything to say for 45 minutes.
Darkness
Darkness,
within darkness.
All right, are we quite finished here?
Keyblade.
Darkness.
Kenji,
What? I didn't do anything.
I think he's prompting you to talk so we stop doing stupid lines from Kingdom Hearts.
Fine, whatever. Let's see, where should I start?
at the
No, patient. You don't start at the beginning. You start at the best bits, and then you move out from there. Have you never run a 40-yard dash? You start strong, and then you get weaker as time goes on. That's how running works.
Kenchi, those who know nothing can understand nothing.
You see, you're throwing all this at me.
One
You see-
more line, and I'm dropping out of this podcast.
You're throwing all this at me, and you're pissing off patient, but all this is just going straight over my head.
I'm just having fun. All right, go ahead, Kenchi.
Okay, so I realized something during my week off. I own Yakuza 5, and I did not know this. I don't know how I got it.
I assume you purchased it at some point.
I think so too, but I don't remember it. And I hadn't played it until last week when I had my whole week off. And it was on my PlayStation 3.
That's weird.
So yeah, I played the shit out of that. Remember how I said I was going to finish the Mega Man thing last week? Yakuza 5 had other plans.
Yeah, I
So-
used to do that.
And I'm still not done with it.
It's hard to argue with the Yakuza.
God, I love those games. I need to get the one where there's a bunch of like Japanese wrestlers in it. Because I know who all of them are.
That was 6 and Kiwami 2.
I want it.
Yeah, 6 is like modern day wrestlers, and Kiwami 2 is like Japanese wrestlers from like the 80s, but they're all old now.
Oh, I want them both. Just for that. But yeah, lots of Yakuza 2. Or not 2. God, only I went back that far. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. For some reason, wound up updating the same story twice within the span of a week.
You did?
So, Naruto Great Clan Days, which I did not expect to do. I only expected to go in and put in little bits of the start of the next chapter so that I could remember what I was doing when I started writing it again.
Yep.
And then I
Strike
just
Liddell and Tartan, all that stuff.
Yeah, and the iron stayed hot for a while, and it just kept rolling. And before I realized it, I was like 7,000 words in, and I was like, might as well finish this. So I did. And that's how that works out sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if some people realize that there were 2 updates over the span of the last 2 weeks. But hey, it's not my problem. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, I told you about this wrestler I know who's about to go to the WWE, right?
No.
Oh yeah, there's a wrestler in this area, the Mid-Atlantic area, based out of North Carolina, who's about to go to Yo.
Did you say told you for?
Maybe. There's a chance that may have come out of my mouth.
Anyway, interesting story. Let's get back to it, please.
Yeah. This dude got signed. And I don't know him like super well. We're not like super close. But we talk. So it's just really, really interesting and really cool that someone I know is actually making it to the WWE. And he's not going to be on like regular TV immediately. They got like a farm league that he's got to go through first. But he's a really talented dude. And he's going to kill it. So, like, he's only got a certain amount of time left where he has to report down there to start working for them. And in the meantime, he's finishing up all of his, like, dates with other companies all over the country and stuff. And this included a show that was last Saturday where he was in, like, a 6-way match with, like, 5 other people. And that shit went like an hour and 15 minutes. So he's like doing everything he can while he can before he has to leave, which is awesome.
Hmm.
And I was on that show in a battle royal where the winner of that match got the last slot in that six-way match. I did not win.
Hmm.
So sorry to get your hopes up, but hey, sometimes it be like that.
Hmm.
How close did you come?
That's either a long pregnant pause or connection just. I'm gonna say it was connection just went
Probably.
Kenji.
So long, Kenshi. We knew thee well.
Major. There we go. Yeah. So that was an interesting story. This wrestling and stuff. This is what happens when we have to vamp very suddenly without any kind of notice that this is the sort of thing. Kenchi?
Yes.
Yay, you're back. Okay. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened there.
I don't
How
either.
close did you come?
To winning?
Yes.
I don't remember. It was a
Ah.
battle royal. Those things were clusterfuck, man. Everyone is in the ring at the same time, and you lose when you get thrown out. There's like 25 dudes in there. I do not remember.
Cool.
I think that's all I got. I can't remember
Okay.
anything else.
We kind of got
Okay.
stalled out there by the technical difficulties. So that's
Sorry.
okay. Thank you, Kenchi. Patient, how you doing?
Well enough, but there really hasn't been anything particularly noteworthy going on this week, aside from just playing Kingdom Hearts at every opportunity and doing the week at work as I could in the meantime. If there's one good thing, it's that the vice president of the market that I'm working in saw that we were about 20 accounts away from our quota, and yet that we had been doing everything we could all month long. And so he basically told us not to worry about hitting quota this month. So that's nice. It was a nice weight off of all of our shoulders.
It's a nice gesture when you're incredibly understaffed and everyone is stressed to hell because you're incredibly understaffed.
Uh-huh.
Let it pass for a month. Thanks.
Or 500.
Yeah, that'd be good too, but, you know.
Aside from that, I've been what's the word I'm looking for here?
I don't know.
Patient.
In efforts of losing weight, I've been sort of up and down is a good way of putting it. Willpower's here one day, gone the next, but it's becoming increasingly easy to stay below the 400-pound mark, which is... It's not great, not ideal, but it's progress at least. So, just need to give it a little more time, diligence, that sort of thing. And yeah, there really hasn't been much else going on. Though I do have a recommendation this week, so there's that.
Yay.
And if that's it, then I can go ahead and move to that recommendation.
I guess, yeah. Everyone's gone. So
Yeah, I'm right here.
Now, I've actually recommended this one on the show before. The only reason I'm doing it again, 2 reasons. One, it's updated recently when it had gone a very long time without updating.
it's Supernova, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And because it's been rewritten since then. Just the most popular different fruit Luffy fic in the fandom thus far. It gives Luffy a very overpowered, but at the same time, it's so overpowered that he has to restrain himself to...
It's too overpowered. If he uses it on the ship will melt, kind of thing.
So that's how they make it work, basically. He bridles his power because he can't fully control it. Yeah. It's an expanded crew. Alright, well, there really isn't much else to say. Recommended now because it's been rewritten, updated since. So, that's what I've got. Anyone else got something? Kenshi? Sarcastic?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Liar.
I'm not lying. It's not a story. During the week off, I got into tons of things. And one of the things I got into was watching... No. Was watching... Fuck you guys.
You're not my type.
I was watching Baki the Grappler, which is a really old anime. It's basically what it sounds like. There's this dude named Baki. His dad's the strongest man in the world. He's trying to also become the best fighter in the world. And basically goes through that. And really, really interesting watching how they did martial arts in this series, because this came out in like the 90s. Where MMA wasn't really a thing yet. Like, it was just starting to be a thing, like, after this came out. So, seeing how
And by just starting to be a thing, you mean it was a thing some people kind of knew about?
Yeah. So, it's really fun seeing how they incorporate all this stuff into this show. And then I started watching the sequel series, which is just called Baki, because it was on Netflix. And I actually found that first, and I stopped watching because I was like, I probably need to watch the other thing first. So I did, and then came back. It's like nothing like Baki the Grappler. Whereas Baki the Grappler is about the training and the martial arts and the mixing of stuff and the clash of styles and fights. The sequel series is just about violence. Like, it's just pure ultra violence. Like, every fight is just gore and violence and dudes getting cut open and someone getting their head cracked like an egg and living through it. And God, but it was still good. And I need them to release the second season in America so I can watch the rest of it.
So you're recommending the first one?
I'm recommending both.
Okay. Yeah.
I need to find the other one so I can get that to you. But yes, I'm recommending Baki the Grappler and the 2018 sequel series, Baki. I've yet to see Baki actually fight in the sequel series, and I do not care. Great.
Cool. Anybody else with a recommendation?
I got nothing right now.
No recommendation?
No recommendation.
Here's
I got-
Baki for you, Kenshi.
I got nothing either.
Not that Baki.
That Baki was a chump.
Yeah, he was a chump.
So Zero, did the thing go through yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Patreon's actually legitimately being kind of slow this month. Like, it's been a thing that they've had to email people about, so like my payments processed like today. Is as in my payments out, not in. So yeah, it's taking a while for whatever reason. So yeah, we'll probably get to that next week, assuming it comes through by now. It should probably.
It should, hopefully. Yeah.
So in the meantime, thanks for people that donated on Patreon and stuff. You guys are cool. And stuff. And I need to DM Ethan about a thing.
Hey, should we tell him about... Did we talk about the thing last time? I don't remember.
The thing? You mean the extra reward?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we talked about it on Reflux, but not on the podcast. I don't remember. Yeah, there's a new reward on the Patreon. If you donate, it's $10.
Yes.
Yeah, $10. You can choose one show that we will do for Anime Reflux in lieu of rolling the random anime. So you can make sure we definitely do something, and there are 2 of those up for grabs every month. So if you really, really want us to do something, feel free to donate to us on Patreon, and we will get that right in the I don't know where that sentence was going. We will do that anime, like, as soon as we can. To be clear, there are restrictions on what we will do. Animated series is pretty much generally where we stand on it. If you want us to do a bridge series, we will do an abridged series. If you want us to review a meme, we will not review a meme. That's not a thing we will do. That's the line. So
yeah, try to keep it to,
actual
anime.
shows.
Stuff with actual like story we can talk about.
You mean like the one that we did this week?
No.
Technically, it was a story.
Yes, technically yes. So.
Fear the Dragon, Big Ben. It's terrifying. It's got a clock face.
No one's going to know what that is for like 2 weeks.
That's fine. It's like 1 week, actually, because, we missed a week, so... All right. So, thanks for listening to the podcast 251. We've done a lot of these episodes. They're mostly pretty cool, probably. I don't know. We just keep doing them at this point. If you want to get in contact, you can do so through the YouTube channel. The comments, they exist. Please like, comments. We also have a public Discord that you can join. It's a link in the description. Please do it on Patreon if you feel so inclined. Yeah. This stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah. And thanks for listening to the podcast and stuff. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See you for the 3rd generation next week.
Kind of tapered off there for some reason. My outro's getting weaker. My outro game's gone, guys. Well, remember when I used to do this and just motor through the whole thing? It's just gone.
Do I hear the world's smallest violin?
I can't do it anymore, you guys.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Stop.